Hey everybody, and welcome to Hilarious Animal Antics. I'm so pumped to be your host for this laugh riot, and let me tell you, we've got some seriously funny animal moments lined up for you. Get ready to witness cats freaking out over cucumbers. Don't worry, no cats were harmed in the making of this video, haha. Dogs doing their best impression of Olympic ice skaters. Spoiler alert, they don't win any medals. And puppies who thought they were Michael Jordan but ended up, well, you'll just have to see it to believe it. So buckle up, grab your snacks, and get ready to unleash your inner animal enthusiast because things are about to get wild. And trust me, you'll be saying, oh, 1 minute, and OMG, did that just happen? The next, let's get this animal party started. All right, folks, let's kick things off with our feline friends who, as we know, are always up for a good time. Whether they're chasing laser pointers, batting at dangling strings, or just rolling around in a sunbeam, cats have a knack for turning the simplest things into a full-blown adventure. But there's one thing these furry little ninjas are not prepared for, and that, my friends, is the mighty cucumber. Yes, you heard that right. The humble cucumber, a staple in our salads, is like kryptonite to our feline companions. Seriously, it's like these green veggies are straight out of a horror movie for cats. You'd think they were facing off against a monster from the deep. The way they react, it's both hilarious and a little bit puzzling. 1 minute, they're chilling, minding their own business. The next, bam! A cucumber appears out of nowhere, and it's all hisses and jump scares. It's like watching a thriller unfold in real time, with our unsuspecting cats as the stars of the show. I mean, I'm no cat whisperer, but I think they might be mistaking these innocent cucumbers for snakes or something. Their instincts kick in, and suddenly they're on high alert, ready to defend themselves from this perceived threat, or maybe they just really hate salads. Perhaps the sight of a cucumber reminds them of all the healthy greens they'd rather not eat. Who knows what goes on in those little kitty brains? Whatever the reason, the reactions are priceless. From wide-eyed stares to dramatic leaps, these cats put on a show that's better than any comedy sketch. Get ready to laugh your tail off, because these cats are about to lose their minds, and they're cool. It's like watching a series of mini-cat dramas, each one more entertaining than the last. I gotta give it to cats, though. They sure know how to make an entrance. Or should I say, an exit. Their dramatic flair is unmatched, and they always leave us wanting more. 1 second they're gracefully strutting their stuff, the next they're pulling off gravity-defying leaps that would make Simone Biles jealous. Their agility and speed are truly something to behold. Seriously, these kitties go from 0 to 100 faster than a cheetah on a sugar rush. It's like they have an internal turbo button that gets pressed the moment they spot a cucumber. 1 minute they're all cool and collected, the next they're bouncing off walls like they've got springs in their paws. It's a sight to see, and it never gets old. It's like they're competing in some kind of feline fear factor challenge, and the grand prize is a lifetime supply of catnip. The stakes are high, and the entertainment value is even higher. And the best part, they have absolutely no shame in their game. They own their reactions, no matter how silly or over the top they might be. So sit back, relax, and get ready for a healthy dose of feline freakouts. You won't be disappointed. These cats are here to entertain, and they do it with style and flair. Enjoy the show. Okay, let's move on to our canine companions who are always down for a good time, especially when it comes to making us laugh. And there's nothing quite like watching our four-legged friends navigate slippery surfaces. It's like watching Bambi on ice skates, but way funnier. From hardwood floors to freshly mopped kitchens, these dogs just can't seem to catch a break, or any traction for that matter. 1 minute they're strutting their stuff, the next, whoops! Their paws go flying and they're doing the splits like it's nobody's business. But here's the thing about dogs, they just don't give up. They might take a tumble, or 10, but they always get back up, wagging their tails and ready for more. So get ready for some serious belly laughs as we witness the hilarious world of dogs who just can't seem to stay on their feet. You've got to admire their determination though, right? I mean, these dogs are practically auditioning for Dancing with the Stars with their fancy footwork, or lack thereof. They're spinning, they're twirling, they're doing the cha-cha slide, all while trying to maintain some semblance of dignity. And the best part, they seem to be having the time of their lives. It's like they're saying, yeah, I meant to do that. It's called breakdancing, look it up. So next time you're feeling down, just remember these dogs. because nothing says laughter is the best medicine quite like watching a furry friend lose their footing and their minds on a slippery floor. Oh my gosh, you guys, puppies. They're like fluffy little balls of energy, right? They're always ready to play, always ready to cuddle, and always ready to totally misjudge a jump. This first clip, we got a little daredevil over here. He's eyeing up the couch like it's Mount Everest, and he's about to conquer it. Spoiler alert, he doesn't quite stick the landing. But hey, points for trying, little buddy. Okay, this next one, this is pure comedy gold. We've got a tiny chihuahua trying to hop onto a bed. This bed's like 3 times his size. He takes a running leap, gets about 2 inches off the ground, and just kind of rolls. It's like watching a furry little sausage bounce. I'm telling you, you gotta see it to believe it. All right, next up, we got a whole litter of golden retriever pups. They're trying to escape their pen, which, let's be real, is basically Alcatraz for these guys. One brave soul makes a break for it, scrambling over his siblings and only to face plant right into the side. It's like he forgot how walls worked. Classic puppy move. And last but not least, we've got a French bulldog who thinks he's part mountain goat. He's trying to climb a set of stairs that are like twice as tall as he is. Each step is a monumental effort, and he's grunting with determination. He finally makes it to the top, takes a well-deserved breather, and then promptly topples backwards down the whole thing. Don't worry, he's totally fine. Just a little bruised ego, maybe. All right, moving on from the canine chaos, let's talk about birds, these feathered friends. They're like the comedians of the animal kingdom, right? Especially when it comes to mimicking sounds. First up, we've got a parrot who's clearly been hanging out with the construction workers next door. This bird can perfectly imitate the sound of a jackhammer, and I'm not exaggerating. It's uncanny. Next up, we got a cockatiel who thinks he's a pop star. This little guy can belt out the chorus of Baby One More Time better than I can. And let's be honest, that's saying something. Seriously, where do they learn this stuff? Okay, this next one is unbelievable. We've got an African grey parrot who can perfectly mimic the sound of a ringing telephone. Not only that, but he answers it. He'll say, "Hello, who's this?" I'm talking full-on conversations, people. This bird could run a telemarketing scam, I swear. And last but not least, we've got a crow who's apparently a huge fan of classical music. This bird can imitate Mozart like nobody's business. I'm talking perfect pitch, perfect tone, the whole shebang. Move over, Yo-Yo Ma. There's a new maestro in town. All right, buckle up, folks, because we're diving into the hilarious world of animals interacting with humans. From cats with a penchant for mischief to dogs who think they're professional hide-and-seek players, we've got it all. So sit back, relax, and get ready to laugh your socks off. First up, we've got a cat who clearly thinks he's the man of the house. This feline struts around like he owns the place, and his antics are nothing short of legendary. This cat is constantly photobombing his owner's Zoom calls, and it's hysterical. Imagine trying to have a serious business meeting, only to have your cat's face suddenly appear on the screen. 1 minute you're discussing quarterly reports, and the next you've got a furry little face plastered across the screen. It's like he's saying, "Hey, pay attention to me." And speaking of cats being mischievous, this next clip takes the cake. This kitty has a knack for getting into trouble, and he does it with such flair. We've got a mischievous kitty who has discovered the joys of knocking things off shelves. It's like his favorite pastime, and he does it with such enthusiasm. And I'm not talking about like a vase or two. No, this cat is on a mission to knock over every single breakable object in the house. This cat is on a mission to destroy every breakable object in the house. From vases to picture frames, nothing is safe from his tiny paws of destruction. His owner is running around like a crazy person trying to stop him, but the cat is just too quick. It's a never-ending game of cat and mouse. And the cat is definitely winning. It's like watching a live-action version of Tom and Jerry. The owner tries to catch the cat, but the cat always manages to stay one step ahead. Okay, this next one is just pure heartwarming hilarity. We've got a dog who loves to play hide and seek with his little human, and it's the cutest thing ever. We've got a dog who loves to play hide and seek with his little human. And let me tell you, this dog takes the game very seriously, and I'm not talking about your average game of peekaboo. No, this dog goes all out, hiding in the most ridiculous places imaginable. This dog goes all out, hiding in the most ridiculous places imaginable. From behind the curtains to inside the laundry basket, no spot is too strange for this pup. One time he was even found inside the dryer. Can you imagine the surprise on his owner's face when they opened the dryer door? The look on the little girl's face when she finds him is priceless. It's a mix of surprise, joy, and pure love. Moments like these are what make having pets so special. And last but not least, we've got a parrot who loves to tease his owner. This bird is a master of pranks, and his favorite trick is imitating the doorbell. This bird has learned to perfectly imitate the sound of a doorbell, and he uses it to drive his human crazy. Just when his owner thinks they're about to have a quiet evening, the parrot strikes. He'll wait until his owner is just about to take a bite of dinner and then, ding dong! The owner jumps up, startled, only to find the parrot laughing hysterically. The owner jumps up, startled, only to find the parrot laughing hysterically. It's pure evil genius. This bird knows exactly what he's doing, and he loves every minute of it. And there you have it, folks, a comedy duo in the making. From mischievous cats to prankster parrots, these animals sure know how to keep us entertained. Welcome back to Hilarious Animal Antics. You guys are killing it out there with the comments. I'm dying laughing at some of these. You guys are funnier than me on a good day. So far, we've seen cats freaking out over cucumbers, classic. Dogs doing their best banana peel impressions on slippery floors, and puppies learning physics the hard way. But it's time to turn up the heat with some interspecies shenanigans. Because who doesn't love a good animal odd couple? Forget cats and dogs, we've got cats chilling with birds, dogs playing hide and seek with hamsters, and even a monkey giving a piggyback ride to a turtle. Get ready for some serious awes and LOLs, folks. This is what the internet was made for. Let's do it. First up, we've got this hilarious duo, a grumpy Persian cat and a hyperactive Jack Russell Terrier. This cat looks like he's constantly judging the dog's life choices, but the dog, he just wants to play. And check out this unlikely pair, a giant Great Dane and a tiny little Chihuahua. Talk about a study in contrasts. But the best part, these animals don't care about their differences, they're just happy to have a buddy to share some laughs with. And trust me, we'll be laughing right along with them. This is why I love animals, you guys. They teach us that we can all get along even if we're different, or even if one of us steals a treat from the other. Stay tuned for more. All right, folks, buckle up because it's blooper time. You know, those moments where animals try their best but end up face-planting into a birthday cake? Yeah, those moments. And let me tell you, we've got a whole highlight reel of them. We've got cats missing jumps by a mile, dogs walking into walls, and birds face-planting mid-flight. It's like America's funniest home videos, but with 100% more fur and feathers. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and get ready to laugh. You know, some people say animals are graceful creatures, and those people have clearly never seen this footage. We've got squirrels falling out of trees, goats fainting at the slightest surprise, and penguins slipping on ice. Ice people. It's like their one job. But you know what the best part is? These animals don't let their clumsiness get them down. They just shake it off and get back to being their adorable, hilarious selves. And that's a lesson we can all learn from, right? Even when we fall flat on our faces, we got to get back up and keep going. Or at least laugh at ourselves on YouTube. Welcome back to the show, everybody. It's time to celebrate those animals who just haven't quite mastered the art of coordination. You know, the ones who make us feel a little bit better about our own clumsiness, like this little guy who seems to think he's part gazelle, part butterfingers, and this cat. Clearly, someone skipped the landing on all fours chapter in feline school, but hey, nobody's perfect, right? Especially not when you're trying to navigate a world filled with slippery floors, unexpected obstacles, and your own two left feet. Or paws, as it were. You know, watching these clumsy critters, I can't help but think they're just like us. We've all been there, right? That moment when you trip over thin air or miss the last step on the stairs or try to walk and text at the same time. Yeah, these animals get it. They're living proof that even the cutest, fluffiest creatures among us have their awkward moments, but you know what? That's what makes them so darn relatable and hilarious. So let's give it up for the clumsy critters of the world, folks. They may not always stick the landing, but they sure know how to make us laugh. Hey guys, welcome back to the Laugh a Minute Animal Blooper Reel. Today we're diving into the world of silly sounds that our furry, feathered and even scaly friends make. Get ready for a roller coaster of giggles and guffaws as we explore the hilarious noises that animals produce. We're talking squeaks, chirps, honks, and everything in between. These sounds are not just random, they have their own unique charm and can brighten up anyone's day. You know, those weird noises your pets make when they think no one's watching. It's like they have their own secret language and we're just lucky enough to catch a glimpse of it. Get ready to laugh because these animals are about to unleash their inner opera singer. Whether it's a cat hitting a high note or a dog howling in perfect pitch, these performances are nothing short of spectacular, or at least their version of it. It's amazing how these animals can turn everyday sounds into something so entertaining. First up, we've got a cat who sounds suspiciously like a rusty door hinge. You'd think someone needs to grab some oil, but nope. It's just Mr. Whiskers practicing his unique vocal skills. Seriously, where do they learn this stuff? It's like they've been taking secret lessons from a squeaky toy. I'm starting to think my apartment building is haunted by a cat orchestra. Imagine a symphony of meows echoing through the halls. It's both eerie and hilarious at the same time. Speaking of cats, have you ever heard one sneeze? It's like a tiny little puff of air that turns into a full-blown opera. The drama, the flair, it's all there in that one little sneeze. It's like a tiny little puff of air that turns into a full-blown opera. You can almost hear the crescendo as they let out that adorable sneeze. Don't believe me? Check out this little guy. His sneezes are like mini performances, each one more dramatic than the last. And let's not forget about the dogs. These loyal companions have a whole range of sounds that can make you laugh out loud. From high-pitched yelps to low growls that would make a bear jealous, dogs have a vocal range that's truly impressive. These pups are a symphony of silly sounds. Each bark, howl, and whine adds to the hilarious cacophony that only a dog can create. Stick around, folks. You won't want to miss this. The fun is just getting started, and there are plenty more laughs to come. All right, folks, next up in our animal sound-off competition, we've got a choir of birds that could probably out-sing Beyoncé. These feathered friends have some serious talent. We've got a choir of birds that could probably out-sing Beyoncé. Their harmonies are on point and their melodies are simply enchanting. Seriously, these feathered friends have pipes. Whether it's a morning serenade or an afternoon jam session, these birds know how to put on a show. And who needs an alarm clock when you've got a rooster who thinks 4 a.m. is the perfect time for a concert? This guy is the ultimate early bird. Talk about a wake-up call. There's no snooze button on this feathered alarm. And he's got the lungs to make sure you're up and at 'em. I swear my neighbor's rooster sounds exactly like Gilbert Gottfried. It's uncanny and absolutely hilarious. Hold on, folks, because this next one is a real treat. We've got a goat who sounds like, well, a goat, but with a twist. We've got a goat who sounds like, well, a goat. But trust me, it's funnier than it sounds. This little guy has a bleat that's sure to bring a smile to your face. But trust me, it's funnier than it sounds. You'll be laughing out loud at the sheer absurdity of it. You'll be saying, that's Bart, in the best way possible. But wait, there's more. We've got a whole lineup of animal comedians ready to steal the show. We've got a whole symphony of animal noises coming your way, each one more hilarious than the last. From snorts to squeaks to honks, these critters are here to prove that laughter is truly the best medicine. Their antics are the perfect remedy for a bad day. These critters are here to prove that laughter is truly the best medicine. Their antics are the perfect remedy for a bad day, and trust me, you're gonna need it after this. So sit back, relax, and let these silly sounds wash over you. Enjoy the show. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Get ready for some seriously hilarious doggo action. We're talking about those moments when our four-legged friends remind us that life is just one big, wacky adventure. From zoomies in the park to epic fails on furniture, these pups are masters of comedy. They're like furry little comedians who never fail to brighten our day. First up, we have a pup who's mastered the art of the head tilt. You know the one, that adorable head tilt that says, "What are you talking about? I'm a good boy." Yeah, this dog has it down pat. And speaking of good boys, check out this golden retriever who thinks he's a lapdog. I mean, he's got the spirit, but maybe not the size, right? Hold on to your hats, folks, because next up we have a compilation of dogs who are definitely not morning dogs. Seriously, these pups would rather stay snuggled up in bed all day. Can you blame them? And let's not forget about those pups who are convinced they're invisible. You know, the ones who try to sneak past you like they're in a spy movie? Yeah, those are some seriously stealthy pups. But my personal favorite, dogs who love to play hide and seek. The best part is they haven't quite figured out the hiding part yet. Peekaboo, I see you. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious doggo laughs. Because these pups are about to remind you that life is always better with a furry friend by your side. Well, folks, that's our show. I hope you enjoyed these hilarious animal antics as much as I did. Seriously, these animals are too much. Give it up for these amazing creatures and their humans who caught these moments on camera. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more furry fun. And be sure to share your own funny animal videos with us in the comments below. Until next time, keep on laughing.